That was odd. Here we are.
Here we are.
Here we are. Would you like to introduce the next guest, please?
Yes, I'd love to. Candra Conway is with us, and she is the founder, I suppose, of Children's Charity Ministry. You're also a nurse, and tell us how this whole, well, tell us about Children's Charity Ministry and how the whole inception came about.
Well, I have 4 children, and me and my best friend, Rhonda, we were looking for a way to get our children involved in charity work, you know, how we could really do some hands-on stuff. Rhonda was a student teacher at one of the schools, and she knew that there was always children needing things at the school where she worked at. So we kind of started there, and then from there, Children's Charity Ministry, we're a Christian nonprofit organization, and we have 2 goals. Our first goal is to help kids in the state of Arkansas any way we can. And the second goal is we're teaching other children different ways that they can get involved. They get community service hours, which will help them with college resumes. It'll help them with job applications. Plus, it just teaches them how to be compassionate. We started this because we believe it as Christians. It's our job. If there's somebody out there hurting, and there's always going to be some way, someone that needs help out there. You know, whether it's someone needing clothes, food, you know, help with an illness, shelter. And so we wanted to help children with those needs. So we started in 1 school, and now we're over 40 schools in 8 different counties. So.
And you help with lunches with those kids?
We do the backpack lunch program. There's a lot of children that do not get to eat food on the weekends, or they don't get enough food to eat on the weekends. So we're doing almost 10,000 meals a month on that now. And then we also do shoes, hygiene kits, clothing, pretty much whatever the schools call and say that they need for kids. That's what we're doing.
So the schools call you. How did it initially set up? I mean, did you contact them first?
Well, once we started working in that first school and we knew what the needs were, then we thought, well, okay, we've made ourselves available to help this school. There's probably other schools in this area, other kids in this area. So we moved on to the next school, and then every school that we contacted had some kind of a need. Now, there are other programs out there that do the backpack lunch program. So in some of the schools, we're the only ones doing that, and some of the schools were basically a support system. Who they're using may only be able to give them 2 or 3 weeks worth of food, so we step in and make sure that that food lasts the whole month. But every school that we contacted has some need. We've never not done something for a school that we've contacted.
I was going to say that there's other programs that kind of overlap, and that's what you're talking about. So, so you're a secondary for some, or primary?
On the lunch program, we're basically a support, a secondary. And like I said, in some of the schools, we're the only ones doing that. But in some of the schools, we're just assisting with that. To my understanding, we're the only organization out there where a school can email us or pick up the phone and say, hey, I've got a kid needing size 10 shoes or size 6 jeans, or I've got a child that's been removed from their home, they need a whole wardrobe, they, school supplies, and we'll provide that for them within that week. So,
so how do you have a thrift, I guess.
We have a thrift store, CCM
is how
Thrift.
you, I guess, get your income to help.
It's probably, I'd say it's about 90% of our funding. We do have some churches and organizations that help also. Some of them provide so many meals per month. Some of them do a monetary donation. And then the Food Bank of North Central Arkansas, they've been a huge help. So,
where's the thrift store located?
It's 1300 Highway 6265 North. It's right beside the Dixie Cafe in the same building as Total Image Salon.
And I came in there last week, actually, and that's the first time I'd been in there.
What were you doing in there?
I was actually bringing some items for donation and buying a swing for my granddaughter. So
and how did you know about it?
Well, I know who Candra is. And I see it on I see it on Facebook. I mean,
and that's a good way
to post things on Facebook.
Do you have your own Facebook page?
We do.
For
it's
this?
Children's Charity Ministry, and then CCM has a page also, and we try to get community involvement. There are a lot of people out there that want to help, but they aren't really sure how to help. And I found, as the director of this organization, instead of saying, hey, could you donate $10 or whatever for this cause, people really respond more if you say, hey, I've got, and we never use any names, we never give even the schools, we just say, hey, I've got a 6-year-old boy that really needs a pair of jeans or really needs, a pair of shoes, and we get a lot of community response from that.
Well, where would you like to go now? I mean, I'm sure you have needs all the time. What would you like our viewers to know, and what's kind of a goal that you have set?
Well, our goal is we recently have partnered with Ozark Opportunities, which is a huge thing. They've got close to 500 preschool children, and we're trying to provide food for them on the weekends. We want to take care of the schools that we're working in, of course, but also our other goal is one day I would love to be statewide in the state of Arkansas. I would love to have every school be able to pick up the phone. I don't think any child should have to go without. You know, it's just, like I said, I have 4 kids. So I've got a really soft spot for children. And if there's a kid that needs a pair of shoes, and it's really neat that we work with the schools. We get a lot of questions a lot of times about, well, how do you know people aren't taking advantage? And, you know, I do what I think God wants me to do, and I really believe that He takes care of the rest of it. But
well, you're concerned about supplying the need, and then
right.
that'll take care of itself.
Well, and who better than the schools? The counselors, the nurses, the teachers, they see these kids day after day. They know if a child's wearing the same pair of jeans 5 days a week. They're the ones that the child comes into the office complaining of hunger pains, headaches, stomach ache on Monday morning. So I love working with the schools.
I'm sure we reach a lot of schools that are not in the program. Do you encourage them to contact you?
Yeah, absolutely, definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
And you certainly can't do this without community support.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I'm sure that's a big thing. And as the community is watching, volunteers,
volunteers. Yeah, we always need help at our thrift store. Also, you know, any non-perishable food items that's easy enough even for a preschooler to prepare. Vienna sausages are good, ramen noodles, any healthy snacks. Those donations are always appreciated. Like our Facebook page, because that's where I post. Like our next big project we have, we're partnering with the Harrison Fire Department for their back to school bash, and we're going to be, they give out 800 backpacks filled with school supplies, and we give out 800 hygiene kits. So we're really fortunate that they let us be a part of that. So we'll be trying to get 800 tubes of toothpaste and 800 bars of soap in the next couple of months. So
we'll throw your Facebook search out there again so people can search it.
It's Children's Charity Ministry.
Children's Charity.
Yeah, and then we have a website. It's childrenscharityministry.com. So.
And why don't you go ahead and list your hours and your days of operation and a phone number as well.
Yeah, I'd love to. Tuesday through Friday we're open from 10 to 5, and Saturday we're open from 9 to 4:30. And then our phone number is 870-704-8030.
Okay.
All right.
Candra, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Letting
Thanks
us
for
know
having
all about
me.
it. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you.
We appreciate your mission.
Oh, thank you.
We're going to switch gears a little bit, take a break, and when we come back, we'll be talking with Greta, Patty, and Misty Ketterman with the Wiggle Jiggle at the
We should say Wiggle Jiggle.
Wiggle Jiggle. That's good enough. Stay with us. Are they going to
Keep
wiggle
hanging
jiggle?
on that. Wiggle Jiggle. Thank you, man. You did good.